All right, I'm recording this because I had to go in and fix miracles. So I thought what I'd do is I'm going to go delete miracles and show you how it comes in. I'm going to delete miracles from our library, re-import it from Song Select. So if I go into events, like I was building a new one, so I'm going to go to April 23rd. That's the one it was in. You notice I took it out here, so I'm going to add it back in. You'll notice that if I go search for miracles, it doesn't come up because it's no longer in the library. I'm going to go over here to import from integrations, search for miracles. There it is, the very first one. I'm going to click on it. You'll notice that its default is B minor. We want to sing it in D minor. So generally speaking, we always bring them in on default. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in on default so I can show you how to change it. This is the default that shows up in Song Select on its profile in Song Select. So you can see it side by side if you wanted to bring them up split screen. I'm going to import it. Okay, so now it's imported. I'm going to go delete what I just started typing here. And I'm going to drag miracles into here. Import lyrics, chords, and miracles, including full songs. Again, I'm not going to change it right now. I'm just going to hit continue. All right, so now it's imported in the service as the wrong key. We want to now change the key. This is tricky. So here's what you have to do in order to change the key. The transposing song key change right here is not something we can do. It doesn't because we're using the Song Select integration to bring the songs in. This is not going to work for us. So what you have to do is you click on the View Song Info. This is all the default song info for it. I'm going to go to Files. And you notice that there's two things here, right? They both say B minor. So we're not going to sing it in B minor. We're going to see it in D minor. So I'm going to delete both of these. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Song Select chord sheet here. This basically pulls it in again. Now I'm going to select the key that I want, which is D minor. I'm going to get and attach the chord sheet. You notice it brings it in as D minor. Now I'm going to go back to General. And you notice that the default key is still B minor, but we have D minor here. The 4, all that means is this is the 4th time we've downloaded it. So don't worry about the 4, just worry about the D minor. The song, the actual file, should have D minor in it. So if I go back to General, I want to change the default key now, right? I'm going to edit, change this to D minor. So now it matches. I'm going to hit save. Now, this here does not match, okay? That's because we've already have it in the service and it won't change here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to bring miracles back in it. I'm going to actually search in our song library for miracles. It'll now be in there. See it? I'm going to drag it in again. Now it's got D minor. So when we use it from there on out, it'll have D minor. If you notice that's how I have to change it. Now I want to test to make sure it's correct, right? So what you want to do is, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You want to check that all of the files match the key that you're going to print out. So you can print it like you would normally, and just print it as you would. I like to go back to my schedule, right? I'm going to go click on the 23rd again. And then you'll notice over here it says Files. These are the files that are going to print with each song. So if I hit the plus down, I Speak Jesus is C minor, and that matches C minor. Miracles is D minor, that matches the D minor. Good. Great Are You, Lord, A minor. That one says A. That could be off. That's something I'm not 100% sure, but we want to check. Beautiful Jesus. We just did this one today singing. It was great. There's your G flat, G flat. Captivate Us is G, then G, right? So another one that I'm going to want to check on is Great Are You, Lord, to make sure that's exactly what I want. So I would pull that up. If you notice, you can pull that up right there. This is done in A minor, right? You can check this. Check the song, make sure it's exactly what you want. I'm going to go back to Files. I'm going to click on Miracles. I want to check to make sure that's what I want. There we go. It's in D minor. Check your chords. You can check everything here, right? So that's what you want to do to make sure. Because we're using Song Select, the other transposing doesn't work. I didn't know that until recently, but that's the only way to update it once it's in and you notice that it's wrong, right? But to check to make sure your music is coming out correctly, you want to look from this screen. I did it from the event flow screen. You want to look for Files, and you have your file. The one file is in there, will print. If there's more than one file, sometimes there's more than one file, you will always add by default the top file. So let's say there's a second file here, it will always add the top one. So I tend to delete the extra ones and just have this match the default key, right? So if we change the key on a song, we're going to have to go change it everywhere to make sure that it's set inside of our song library. So anyways, that's how I change the key inside the default.